Hey guys, let's look at a game I just played on my 5Q account. Of course, my 5Q account is an attempt for to reach 5Qs in their games, what they should be doing and thinking. Now, in these games, of course, I'm supposed to be winning. Duh. But I'm not creating big fights. I'm not doing anything tricks or special. Trying to play very simple, something a 5Q could do if they follow the thinking pattern that I suggest. Okay, I'm black. This is, I've had a pro tell me this is a mistake. The idea being that when black presses here, there's no really good answer. So if white plays here, it's already over concentrated. And now what? White plays here. So it just gets awkward for white, as we'll see. Okay, white can cut me. The black stones just die. Okay. If I play this way, I can live, but he's getting good on the right and the left, and my center group's nothing. So the cut's good for him. Okay. So I could save this way, but I'm sort of interested in hassling his group, so I go this way to mess with his corner. And assuming he responds, which he does, then the cut doesn't work. Okay. But once I played this move, I thought, well, what if he does save the cut? Well, if I say Atari and down, it says Atari, goes and gets out. We'll do this once. No, once doesn't even work. I have to play this way. So I'm thinking that the cut works and that I shouldn't have done it. So that means I have to play this way. This is no longer Sente, which is a pretty big deal. Because if that's Sente, then poof, he's settled. If it's not Sente, then it's my move and he's not settled. That's a big difference. So I'm not entirely sure how to think about it. I don't think I would play that way again. I would just play here. Why not? Nice and easy, strong. So that's the 5Q move I would suggest. Can I Hane here? Oh, that's a tough question. I can't answer it right now. Okay. Right here, he came along. Now the cut's gone. So he peeps. Mm, for what reason? So let's look at this. So he can't cut, so the peep's possible. Okay. Why would we peep? White, black. Okay, what was the goal? To attack the black group. Really? That would be an outrageously provocative. I'm like, there's no way that stone's going to hurt my group. Try to settle in the area? I don't think so. So it's really hard to think why you'd want to peep now. Okay, but he does. Boom. Comes out. He's trying to attack me and live in there. So, what should black do? Should I be thinking about defending my A group? Well, I don't have an eye on the bottom, but I can get potentially two if I play first, and I'm very out. So he can't surround me, and I can boom, boom, boom. I only get one eye on the bottom, but he's so weak here. It just doesn't matter because he's so weak. So I sort of, I don't want to defend A as my primary goal. If I can fit it in as a secondary goal, I'd love to. They'd like a little help. So, but it's not primary. So no, we're not defending A. Is white weak? Well, he's got a B and a C group. He never responded to my D push. I want to punish him by haunting, see what he does. So that's what I do here. Hane and double Hane. He should have gotten out and he didn't, so I want to punish that. Now there's a chance that I'm not strong enough to do this. And that the more honest move would be to get out here. Let white try to settle and then go about Hane, double Hane. That would be the honest thing to do. So I didn't realize I was being a little bit dishonest here. So you can see his B group is pretty gosh darn weak. And if we defend and attack at the same time, it's beneficial for us. Could also make it this way. He comes out, we come out. These ideas are the honest way. My way, too much, I think. Double Hane. Pretty much too much. I did read out that if he comes out, I should be able to escape without any problem. I'll never want this Atari because that Blackstone's just dead. White's thick on both sides. There's nothing to do. So that gives me the freedom to Atari here, whether it works or not. Just I already know that's the one that works better. It wasn't until he filled that I realized his next move is double Atari on me. I didn't even see that. So okay, I'll fix them. He captures. Really? Okay, Atari. Atari. Fix. So I got a tremendous amount by my double Hane there. I mean, this was all white, and now it's all gone. And at this point, I'm thinking, ooh, his group, I'm going to kill that group. When it came time to attack, I go, oh, it's alive. I can't do anything. But at this point, I'm so eager. He plays here. Okay. If he tries to cut me, it's just a ladder. Works for me. Great. No problem there. Well, what if he cuts here and here? Well, since he's already alive, I don't mind. I mean, not that he can kill me anyway, but I might want to give that up if I'm in the middle of attacking something. Anyway, so that's one thing. I have to be careful of a cut, but there's no cut at the moment. Then noticed he kicked me with A and I stood up at B. That's not something you do. How come? Because it leaves the point inside. Now, there's a few times we do it. The most famous is in the corner. The just like we all know, boom, black kicks, white stands up, and then we continue. And everyone gets frustrated when white comes in. Well, you're the one that kicked, leaving it open. So Q players tend to think, oh, that's my corner, which is why they get so frustrated when white comes in. But it's not your corner. It's simply a position in the corner. So black's strong there. He doesn't have any points yet, but he's strong there. Kind of like white's strong on top. Not that white has any points there. That stone's alive. I mean, just a matter of living here. No big deal. So it's a position, and we accept that it leaves that weakness. So anyway, I can hit the weakness now. That's one idea. But what I don't like is if he simply settles his group in virtual Sente, I have to come back to punish, which I don't want to do. I want to defend my corner. So in other words, I play here first. Okay, here's a 5Q move that if you recognize it, is what Q players do. They don't think about defending their A group. Defend your groups. This is primary. Just imagine if you're 5Q and I give you 9 stones, which is something I used to be able to do. And let's say I won, which is something I used to be able to do. How was that possible? Because you're leaving weak groups and I get to attack. I don't kill you, but as I attack, I'm getting points and you defend, you don't get them. And I'm attacking all over the place, getting all these free points, and you're defending, getting 2 points. If you have 3 weak groups, one of them's probably going to die. So he should be defending his A group. So I attack it, connect under, and I'm fine on both sides. So I attack. He now has 2 weak groups. That's pretty much game over. I have 0 weak groups. He has 2. Game over. That's it. I don't want to get out this way because I'm just cut. So I get out this way. A little bit of reading there, no big deal. He comes down, and all us Q players save. Why? When he takes those stones, it's only 1 eye. I don't care if he gets 1 eye. I don't want him to get 2 eyes. So no need to defend right now. Instead, come on out, surrounding both groups or getting prepared to surround both groups. He comes out, play the regular pattern, take the corner. Great health for me, plus the points. And now he has no eyes and no points and 2 weak groups. This corner's really big. This is a good example of, so how big is this? Well, black's creating 2, 4, 6 or 7 points. Well, that's not very big. Well, yeah, but if white played it, white would create like 3 or 4, meaning we're up to 10. Why is it so big? It's not just the points. I'm absolutely alive. He has no eyes, plus the 10-point swing. So it's big, not just because of the point value, but because of the character value. He plays here. If he's lucky, his next move, he creates 1 eye. Again, I don't care about 1 eye. I'll go ahead and defend this group. Comes out. I'm happy to defend it. Thank you. Here, he's creating a 3rd weak group. Now, one advantage I have that a lot of these people don't. I have played hundreds of games with professionals. They will mess you up with any weakness, much less 3. So I'm well aware of the intense pain of leaving a weak group. It took me a while to go, I do not want to leave weaknesses. When I finally got to 6 done, I'm like, hey, I'm not leaving weaknesses. And it was great. Until you start playing the 7 downs and the 8 downs, and all of a sudden, that which I thought was strong wasn't so strong. Eh. And I'm like, all again. Had to sit back and go, okay, really, really strong. And then I could finally play and have some success there. Okay. Um, I want to keep this week also, just that it keeps everything balanced and I have no problems. Comes out, I come out. He comes out. I thought about this. Here's one way to attack, but when he comes this way, I'm not exactly sure. It looks like I'm doing something difficult, and there shouldn't be a need. So I thought, well, what if we just go this way? Well, so I went this way. It seemed to be very clear cut that he now has a serious problem. So I don't know. Chase for the knight's move. Look at the problems he has here. Come out, surrounding the bottom. Surrounding the bottom. He goes to get out. So we read out my cut. I'm not necessarily alive yet. I don't want to get cut here is more a way of saying it. So I make this threat. Around. He can't cut me yet. Okay. Now he can cut me. Here's a little habit. We want to save the cut. So a lot of Q players are going to play A or B. And they don't quite think, well, C's another option. This also saves. As a matter of fact, so does D. So does E. Does it? No, E doesn't. Okay. There's 4 moves. Wait a minute. There's 5 moves that saves the cut. And of all of them, E rips apart his eye space, which is a great secondary goal. Boom. Then fix so we can't get out. That's only one. Take away that eye. Okay, let's just make sure Tari, then some readout. If I save the cut, he has 2 eyes. What happens if I take away that second eye? It's a ko. Now maybe that's some reading that's hard, is to see the ko. Then there's some reading that's harder, which is who wins the ko. So I looked around at ko threats and I'm like, I'm happy to give you almost anything. So I play the ko. I take away his eye. He says the Atari. I say Atari. He can't play A because I capture him. So he should take, which he didn't do, but he should take. I say Atari. There's the ko. I take. Where's your ko threat? Oh, I'm going to split you in two. Great. You're completely dead. I split you. No problem. I live in the corner. I'm happy to give up something to kill a big group. Okay. So he does take, I do say Atari. He does start, but then he doesn't play ko. He fills here. Like, what? You're just giving me that whole group. Apparently he's thinking, oh, now I'm going to chase your group. I'm going to kill your corner group. Well, I was pretty surprised how close he got. I'm often surprised. I tend to think, oh, you can't kill me. when actually the truth is you can't kill me if I choose to live. If I try to kill you first, making it close, then maybe you have a chance. I didn't say that well, but sorry, connect, come under, take away the eye, threatening to kill, take it away. Now we have to do some more reading. This kind of reading, depending on the 5Q, it may be difficult, even impossible. But if you, it's something to develop, and that's something Q players don't do. If you stop putting stones down and say, okay, is this Sente? Because now I was thinking that if he played here, that was 2 eyes, but that's not the case. I glanced at this completely wrong. I only noticed when I was talking to you, oh, I didn't have to worry about it. I could just play here, no problems. Boom, boom, not a problem. But I took the eye away. Silly thing. Place here. There's some more reading. I went ahead to the Atari, capture. What if he says Atari, which he did? I could play Ko, but I'd just save. Atari, boom, 2 eyes. Okay, what about the other way? Boom, boom, just nothing. So all is well. He tries this. I'm alive. He resigns. So notice a group surrounded with a problem. Happens to be dead, but let's just say problem. B group, problem. C group, problem. D group, problem. Now, I played massive amounts of Q games as a Don, as a high Don. High Don. And we see this all the time. They have weak groups everywhere. Do they not understand? How could they not understand? Really? They don't understand that goes about the strength of groups? Any video they watch, and there's abundant, all those videos are telling you, keep your group strong. Sure wish I could just reach Q players. I would wish that when I was a Q player, some big Don would come along and say, let me tell you a couple things. Oh, that would have meant the world to me, which is a big reason why I do it now. Okay, that's it. Just wanted to show you the game. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you later.